What's up guys, I'm Zach and welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out the collaboration between Nike and Jacquemus, or however you say it. I believe it's a French word, but don't quote me on that. I'm just going to put up how Google says it right now.
Jacquemus.
And I'm going to assume that's how you actually say it. Don't quote me on that though, so please do not roast me down below when I mispronounce it multiple times throughout this video. With that being said, the collaboration between Nike and Jacquemus, this is their second collection, and I actually checked out their initial collection, or at least the sneaker from the first drop. Now, in that video, I did find the sneaker a little bit, how do you say this, boring or not too inspiring, and yeah, it just felt a little bit like plain and bland, and it's a completely 180 here, especially because this collection is actually quite exciting, and I feel like they really just sort of nailed down this collaboration, and it really feels like something a little bit more refreshing. With that being said, I think that really stems from the clothing in this collaboration, and yes, we're going to check out the sneakers right here, but the clothing, and as you can see, I'm wearing one of the pieces right now, as you can tell by the fact that you can see my skin, and ideally, hopefully not my nipple as well, because I don't want to get demonetized. Regardless, getting into this, yes, the apparel is actually the most exciting part of this collaboration. It definitely stems from those women's tops, to the dresses, to of course, the one and only viral Nike swoosh bag in leather, which honestly, I think that bag looks incredible. And if they ever decide to drop sort of like a sling version for men, I would definitely be on it. I was thinking about it. It's really expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. I would not pay it, but it would be cool to get for a video. So something to put in the back of my mind, at least to maybe check out in the future. However, it definitely does come off as a women's bag. Unfortunately, not really that unisex. With that being said, as I said, the clothing is very exciting, which we will get into towards the later part of the video. I want to get out the less exciting part. Well, it's still a little bit exciting, but at least the sneakers, they're not as exciting as the clothing pieces, at least for me. With that being said, getting into these sneakers, I did pick these ones up in a size US 12, which is my true to size. And let me just give you a look at these ones. Bam, 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 in that beautiful brown suede throughout with the touch of yellow and white on the sole there. Super, super interesting pair, very unique, and a little bit more exciting than the first pair, because I've got to say that first pair, all white, just a little bit boring. I don't know, it didn't really do it for me. However, I'm really digging this brown, and I feel like this is a little bit more true to the roots of Jacquemus, or at least how I've seen them online. And I feel like this was tastefully done. Like, do I really love it? No, it's not a sneaker that I would wear on the daily. However, I think it's so much better than that white pair. Of course, you've got that beautiful suede, which it does feel very nice and premium to the touch, with also these mesh panels throughout, which actually, you know, are quite stiff to the touch. I definitely feel like this would be a great sneaker to wear with a bit more of a baggier pant if you are going for that more high fashion and sleek aesthetic. With that being said, I have tried these on, I've had a wear of them, and it's exactly how I thought in terms of sizing, fit, comfort in comparison to the first drop. And that, well, let me first touch on the quality. As I was mentioning, it is a great built sneaker, very quality to the touch. And of course, the main detail that really shows off this sneaker here is actually that woven bottom throughout there, which is a very unique design, and it's definitely going to turn some heads. And surprisingly, it's actually very comfortable to walk in, which we will get into. But in terms of the quality, very well made. It's not going to be any sort of loose stitching throughout here. I love even the little premium details, such as the little Nike swoosh just on the laces there, which ideally you should be able to see. And it just feels like a great sneaker that's been built all round. It does have a little bit more of those branding details throughout, very subtly done, which I really do like, as it feels very tasteful. As you can see, you've also got the replacement of the AF1 logo with the JF1 towards the front there, and towards the back you also have got that Nike and Jacquemus logo. Really, really nice on this one. Definitely feels like a premium sneaker. And as I was saying, very, very comfortable on feet, because I remember in the first video, I was looking at them and I'm like, let's be real guys, this does not look like a comfortable sneaker at all. Like, what is this bottom? Honestly, it's something very jarring, especially to look at for the first time. I'm slowly been getting used to it since I got my first pair. However, this sole is very, very unique. And they just went full send on this one, because they added that yellow touch there, which of course really makes it pop. So you can definitely sort of tell the difference, which I do like though. I feel like it really shows off the uniqueness of this silhouette, especially because you can actually see that woven sort of whole, what's it called? What am I saying here? The actual woven sort of lace that goes around that holds the sole and the upper together. And once again, it is very well built, so it's not going to come off if that's ever a worry to you. And as I said, very comfortable to wear, very surprising in that aspect. I could definitely wear these all day and not have any problems. You do feel a little bit more closer to the ground because that sole is quite small. However, as I said, very comfortable, very surprising on that one. And moving into sizing with the reference to the actual comfort, I would recommend going true to size in this pair. I was a little bit concerned because when I first picked it up, I did think that it has very similar of a sort of silhouette to an Air Force 1 in terms of the 2 panels. So I was wondering if I had to go like a half size down or anything. Not the case. True to size, best fit, and thank God Nike is like that with most, if not 99% of their products, is you can go true to size and it is the best fit for you. I'm a little bit slightly on the wider side in terms of my foot. However, true to size still fit me great, and I wouldn't recommend going half size down or up. Regardless, stick true to size for the best fit. Now, we've got these sneakers out of the way. Super exciting, great work, much better than the white pair. Let's get into the apparel, because the apparel is what is actually really exciting in this collaboration. And I feel like we probably should just start first off with what I'm wearing. And of course, that is this brown Nike Jacquemus t-shirt. Now, I saw this online and I don't know why I missed the promotional material. I did not see these anywhere just until the actual drop online. And it's so weird because this feels like a piece that I wouldn't buy, but I really love this. Like, it's actually really sick, especially this brown colorway. Now, I will say, sizing on these pieces, really unique. So they are definitely unisex in design, but the fit is, how do I say it? It's like one of Nike's best, and that was the biggest surprise to me. It doesn't really fit like regular Nike items. So anyways, getting back into it, let's first talk on the sizing, fit, quality of this t-shirt. In terms of quality, very, very nice in terms of actual quality. Bang for buck, you're definitely getting it there. It's very much a traditional sort of Nike solo swoosh material, if not perhaps a little bit lighter. However, the fit is definitely different. I want to preface this by saying all these pieces of clothing are in a size large, and for reference, I am about 182 centimeters tall, 6 foot if that helps, and I'm also 86 kilos. So I did go with my true to size in all these clothing. So this is a size large and it fits very boxy. It was also quite elongated in the sleeves, much longer than a solo swoosh tee is, which I really do enjoy. And it is slightly cropped in the body. Now, nothing too drastic, but in terms of like solo swoosh or other Nike t-shirts, this is much more of a cropped fit. And I really love the fit on this. Now, getting into one of the jarring details, of course, you've got those cutouts throughout. That's something you can't ignore. However, I think it looks great. It's definitely very eye-catching. Once again, even though it's a brown sort of muted tone, you're definitely going to catch some eyes wearing in this. Because from afar, it does look like perhaps your shirt is just ripped up. However, getting closer, you can see that it is actually Nike swooshes throughout, which I definitely love. You've also got Nike and Jacquemus branding at the back of the collar. And of course, coming down to the front chest, you also have that embroidered Nike swoosh. All around, this is definitely a quality product. Something I would highly recommend you guys pick out, and honestly, something that I'm so glad that I got, and it will be staying in my collection without a doubt. I'm actually going to go on a cruise soon, and I feel like this would be so breathable when I'm out by the pool, obviously because of all the holes. Now, getting into another holy piece. Now, this one was surprising to me. Let me grab it. This is no other than the red Nike Jacquemus hoodie. Now this one, I've got to say, I really just picked this one up for the video, and this one's my favorite piece. This is honestly my favorite piece. And this red, now I hope the camera is picking up how deep but also bold this red is. It is super nice to the touch. Once again, this piece is featuring that same distressing throughout. Of course, you've got all those Nike swooshes, which is the main attraction, the main detail of this hoodie. And it goes right up from the hood, as you can see there, which is completely sort of ripped up, torn up with those Nike swooshes, right to the bottom. There is not an inch here where they don't have a Nike swoosh hole, which I personally love. And once again, this color is so nice. I cannot get over. However, getting into this red hoodie, I love it on body, and I feel like I should wear a little bit more red. Like, I just started exploring cobalt blue, as I'm sure a few of you guys would have seen in my videos, but this red is so nice. But also getting into some details, I want to say the quality on this is absolutely incredible. very thick, very comfortable, a little bit thicker than a typical sort of Nike hoodie. Very reminiscent to the Solo swoosh hoodies in terms of the actual quality and thickness. However, I will say getting into the cut, and as you will see it on body, it fits incredible. It's so oddly boxy, very oversized, elongated in the sleeves. You've got that thick double lined hood, which is very structured, so it sticks up, which is great. But then it's also really cropped. Like, it fits around my waist finished, which is very, very unique, which I really love. And I haven't seen Nike drop a hoodie like this for at least in a men's or unisex style. And this is very oversized, by the way, which is my biggest shock, because you normally unisex sizing, I would say it normally tends to be a little bit more smaller than I would like. However, this is a size large, and this fits huge, like an extra large, even down to the sleeves. Like that sleeve opening there, as you can see, that is a big opening. That is honestly huge. I'm actually noticing a few little details as I review this piece here, which I didn't notice before. We've got that odd sort of Jacquemus and Nike branding inside the sleeve there. So, fun fact. But getting into some other details which really add to the premium aspect of this hoodie, goes down to these drawstrings at the front. Now for me, I normally hate drawstrings in all my hoodies. I take them out if they don't already have them gone, because for one, I just don't like drawstrings in hoodies. I don't ever have it so tight, and I just feel like it doesn't really look that nice the majority of the time. But here, I actually really love this. So as you can see, finished off at the bottom of this drawstring, and I'll bring it closely, hopefully it'll focus. Got that Nike branding, which definitely adds to the premium aspect in that leather touch. But you've also got the drawstring. Now the part where you can actually tighten it is actually a Nike swoosh made in this beautiful sort of metal clasp, which that is so sick. Honestly, like, it's just so nice. It's so premium. And of course, you've also got that Jacquemus. You've also got that Jacquemus branding at the top of the actual hoodie draw cord, which I love. It's in a sort of bold print. Definitely not something that's going to rub off. It feels very premium. But overall, I love this hoodie. I feel like this is like incredible. And it's so odd that this happens sometimes, that it's always the piece where I just sort of buy for the video that I'm going to, you know, return, ends up being my favorite part of the video, or my favorite item. So I think I'm going to keep this one now. So anyways, please let me know what you actually think of this hoodie, because I love the way it fits. This has to be one of the best fitting hoodies in my wardrobe. Even though it's so oddly proportioned, it fits and proportions really well, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's get into the last piece, which is the actual bottoms from Jacquemus and Nike. Let me grab them. And of course, that is no other than the bottoms, the sweatpants. Of course, I live in Australia. When would I ever wear these? Probably never, but they are sick nonetheless. Touching on some of the details that they did have in the hoodie, you've also got that branding there at the draw cord. And of course, this one is in that beautiful mocha brown once again. So of course, you've got those premium details, as I said, the draw cord there, Jacquemus branding. And of course, you've also got those leather tabs at the end. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. Okay, quality on this one. Now, this is something super unique. So with all the other pieces, and as you can see with the t-shirt and the hoodie, there was no lining behind it. So you can see right through to my skin there. I can touch myself right now. It's a very weird line. Regardless, getting into that, this is the only piece that is different. It probably makes sense because it's pants. Now that I think about it, it makes a lot more sense. But these are double lined. So as you can see there, the Nike swoosh cutouts are actually not going straight back to your leg. It's got a whole other piece of cotton in between it. So it's actually like a double layered sweatpant. And the quality on this pair is honestly insane. I don't think I've ever had a Nike pair of pants being like this thick. It feels so premium. It feels like the hoodie, but 2 layers. And I really, really do love that aspect. Moving around to the back there, you have also got one pocket. And of course, you've got 2 pockets just on the side here. 2 regular pockets. And the Jacquemus and Nike branding there. That's gonna focus. Having a bit of disagreements with my camera today. Okay, beautiful. So yes, quality on this one is insane. Definitely worth the price point. This was like 200 Australian for a pair of sweatpants, but I would say this is without a doubt worth it. Sizing on this one, very interesting. Once again, picked up a size large. My typical size, I am around a 34 waist. We're a large in pretty much all my pants and shorts, and these ones are big, like they are baggy. Don't get me wrong, I love the aesthetic of that. However, they're just so much more bigger and baggier than I would have thought. I honestly feel like waist-wise, and I do like a bit of a looser waist, so I'm happy with the large, but I also felt like I could have went down to a medium and still had the waist fit a little bit loose, which was very interesting to see. And then coming to the bottom, once again, this was something on the hoodie, and we have it again. That opening there towards, I'm trying to look at this in the camera. The opening there on the bottom is huge. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot of room to actually fit your foot through. So it actually drapes over your sneaker a bit, which is very unique because majority of the time, if I have a sweatpant and the cuff at the bottom is loose, I hate it. However, it oddly really suits this silhouette here. So for that reason, I really do love this piece. Once again, an odd surprise that this piece is surprisingly really nice. And that's exactly what I was trying to say at the beginning of this video, that the most exciting part of this collaboration has actually been the apparel, and that's definitely the biggest surprise for me. Also, if you're seeing a lot of cuts, it's because my nose is like oddly itchy. I feel like I'm getting like hay fever or something, which doesn't make sense because it's so boiling hot outside. I actually don't even know how hay fever works. Regardless, that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are thinking about this collection, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions regarding sizing, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like down below. It is the best way to let me know that you guys are enjoying the content. With that being said, we have a few more videos on the way, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I am now stuck with a bunch of pieces that I want to keep, and the debt is getting bigger. The debt is getting bigger. With that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya. Jacquemus, Hermes, I don't know how to actually say this word. I totally just ate a bit of the box in.